guys, we are back on the CX500, and right now we're gonna take a break from things and talk about some stopping goodies. So anyway, what I have here is an entirely fresh setup for the bike. Now I had to go with some different rotors because of the whole hub triple fork confusion fiasco. So anyway, we got some brand new rotors. Instead of trying to find like a used set for dang near the same price, you know, a little bit less, it's just like it's worth it to go new here. Anyway, for that I've also got some double H pads. I have some new titanium rotor bolts, and then I have 2 Caliper Rebuild Kits, so that's going to come with new O-rings and whatnot. Now I have some of the old hardware here that I'm going to clean up. I will clean up the pistons, and then as far as the calipers are concerned, oh yes, these were also powder coated and they look great. So I'm probably going to end up having to actually space the caliper up slightly on the mount. So the let's see, let me get back into the specs here. The 0506 GSXR 1000 rotors are like 320 millimeter, whereas the rotors that came on the 0304 were 300. So basically a 2.5 millimeter spacer on the caliper mount allows me to run a 0506 sized rotor on the 0304 sized, or the 0304 mount basically. Anyway, we're gonna figure it out. You know, it's all math and measurements and metric system stuff, which I like. We'll get it figured out though. Should be a pretty awesome setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cleaning and start putting things together. So here's what I'm talking about with these calipers here. So this being a larger than stock rotor for this mount and caliper setup, you can see whenever I go to fit it in here, it almost fits, but leaves just the tiniest gap here, and it's actually, you know, hitting the rotor itself. So it just requires like a 2.5 millimeter or so spacer. So we will get that taken care of. Just something you got to look out for. Alright, so I'm getting ready to start assembly on these. I went ahead and, as you saw, we cleaned all of the components up on this. And then my Caliper Rebuild Kit, to my surprise, actually came with enough for both sides. So I have an extra here. I'll have to return that. Anyway, rather have too much than not enough, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and start off. I'm going to get a little bit of brake fluid just poured into here. Then we're going to use that to lubricate the various seals and whatnot. Now this kit also comes with 2 brake pad pin slider pins, or whatever you want to call them, and then it has your crush washers, and then just various O-rings. So Got the pistons, you know, very clean. We're going to go ahead and blow those off, get any kind of debris off of them. And then we will start with inserting the O-rings. We'll just get everything lubed up nice, and we'll just slide the pistons in. And then from there we will bolt the caliper together, and then we will install the pads after that. So it'll be pretty straightforward. Got two big seals, two small seals, and then these are the inner ones. And then your outer seals, they have like a little groove in here you have to pay attention to. You'll see that. So now let's get this open. I've already gone through and I've put compressed air through the piston, so we got everything, or through the caliper, so we have everything cleaned up the best we can. Now the fun part. Guaranteed to be a mess. Alright, we'll clean up, put the pads in. It shall be noted that I am an idiot sometimes. Need to put those in first. Now time for the pads. Now a good precaution here. Maybe you choose not to do so, I don't know. Put a little bit of this grease on the back of the piston where it contacts the actual pad to help be an anti-squeal. push up, slide in. All right. Completed caliper. New seals, new pads, fresh powder coat. Looking good. I'll repeat the same thing for on the next side and bolt them on the bike.